Drivers, start your engines!
Welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the NORL Busch Bonanza E621K, and Broderick Whitman has failed to start on the grid. Good start for the Whitman crew. Here comes our set inside line, getting caught up. And Stephen Davis has had a problem getting caught up to speed now, so we've got two cars with trouble before the green even flies in what will be the longest race for the Busch Bonanza for the season. Pace car is in. And we are green from Las Vegas. Coming up to speed. Field stays pretty tidy here through the first half a lap as we got Moorhead looking for the lead on the bottom. Stephen Davis has managed to actually cross the stripe to at least get scored. We'll see if Whitman actually gets into this race, as Polson now goes for the lead. Very packed up here on the early going. Teams and drivers are hoping, as the tires wear, that the field will break up a bit, because staying packed up like this for 600 some odd kilometers will be very stressful. Daniels takes the lead as they continue to race pretty hectically behind. And Broderick Whitman did get scored, but that car is done for the day. But at least everybody will get scored points that attempted to start the race today. Oh, we've got a crash. Cars in the wall. We knew it was only a matter of time if they raced like that. Stephen Lowe in it. Rod Weston in it. Joe Mersdorf in it. Stephen Davis kind of needed to see that. What the heck was that? Thank you, 2003, for glitching the hell out. I guess that car wanted to be in the pit lane. So let's see what happens here. Torgerson starts coming up, gets into him, takes him up into the wall. Four cars hard into the wall, and day might be over for all four of them. May have been some contact for Scott Drake there on the end. Scott snuck through there. And we come around to an open pit lane. Everybody in. Let's see, Stephen Davis will come in this time by. The 24 is done for the day. A little bit of chaos getting out of the pit lane there. Let's find the front of the train. Steven Spears is our leader. Alright, 1 to green. Spears is our leader. Stephen Davis, the only car 1 lap down. That seems to be running. I don't know that the 54 is going to get back out here. Pace car's in. Let's see, Stephen Davis has some pace there on the bottom, and hey, look at that, the 54 is getting back on track right in front of the pack. Here comes Dave Daniels looking for the lead. Ooh, and that 54 is going to be a roadblock here. Spears is stuck behind him. This will break up the field some. Spears still stuck behind him. Can't get to the bottom. Can't make it 3 wide. Watching the spots bleed away. Up at the front, Daniels and Womack fighting it out as the field is very strung out. Womack stalking him here. Davis sitting here kind of looking for a way through, because if he can get a yellow, he could get himself back on the lead lap, and clearly that car could contend. Here he goes, looking at Womack, trying to move up. And he's up to the second car in line, just one car keeping him a lap down. And now he's going to look to try to pass the leader here and get his lap back the hard way. Here comes Mogard behind him. Second pack closing. I think it was about a dead heat there, but that 45 team's going to be looking for a caution here quick. Here comes the Kevin group. Right up to the back, and Kevin goes to the high side. Nate jumps to his inside. More cars coming onto the back. This is they catch the 7, which is badly wounded after the crash. Ooh, a little contact there. They're still leaning on each other. They all now start to work their way through. Daniels now with some time to make up here. As they've caught the 54. A little bit of dust there down the front stretch. Not sure where that came from. And Kevin is going for the lead in the traffic. And Kevin is going to get a lap lead here. Well, that one car picked up a little bit of damage on pit road during the first caution. But draft seems to be keeping him in it. Now they've caught Torgerson. That's proved a little bit of a problem here for Kevin. Still struggling to get around him. And Beresford now to the lead. Stephen Davis briefly back on the lead lap as Mike Carroll goes to the lead. And I think we have a caution. We do, and we're really trying to get checked up here for it. What has been our cause of caution? I still see smoke on the front stretch. I think I'm going to have to do this the hard way, though. Alright, on lap 28, and we are under yellow again. Oh, the 7 has gotten himself turned around, so he's been involved in a second accident today. He just cleared himself up and put himself and Nate into the wall. Maybe that'll be day over for him. Stephen Davis could not get back on the lead lap through all that. JT Armstrong is the leader. That animation on that Jumbotron is way too fast. So we are under our second caution. Both cautions today have involved the 7 car. And so far, the only cars out of the race, Roger Whitman, engine problem on the grid, barely even got a lap scored, and Stephen Lowe eliminated in the first crash. Joe Mersdorf is multiple laps down after being involved in that crash. Stephen Davis had a problem on the grid, lost a lap. Troy Torgerson and Rod Weston were also involved in the first crash. They are also 1 lap down. And the lights are out on the pace car, so we are going to get them racked up and ready to go here. Whoops, that's not the button I'm looking for. Alright, we're going to have to see how this goes, because the first car 1 lap down is actually a perfectly fine car. The other 3 a lap down are pretty slow. Pace car's in. Green, green, green. That's Stephen Davis trying again. He is on the lead lap for the moment. As a breakaway forms off the front, his cars did get clear of the slower cars. And the ones that didn't are going to be back behind all that. Here comes Womack looking for the lead. Womack will go to the lead, but Beresford's right on him. And they're 3 wide behind. Beresford pulls into the lead and passes Stephen Davis now. JT goes all the way to the back of the group. And we'll have to regroup. Cars are filtering together behind and going to try to get back up here. We'll see if they can succeed in that. It's about a 3-second gap to the second group. Here comes Bobby Farrell looking for the lead. And he's through. Whole lead pack here in one shot down the back. Whoops. Tonto now looking for the lead, but I don't think he's going to hold it all the way to the line. Here comes Daniels. Big push coming behind him. And now Armstrong's going to shuffle Daniels as they start to catch 54. Whoa, look at that bottom line. They're screaming past him while the top line has to lift. That's broke up the lead pack, and here comes Womack. I don't think these guys will stay away from the rest of that group for very long. Stephen Davis trying to capitalize, get to the lead, and hope for a yellow again. Here comes Kevin looking for the lead on track. Kevin's going to go to the lead. And Mike's going to tuck in behind him. These guys really should try to work together. they work together, they might be able to stay clear. Kevin doesn't want to stay behind this 45. Mike's happy to stay behind him. JT's like, no, let's go, Kevin. I think that second group's coming. They are slowly closing from behind here. As JT gets shuffled to the back of the group. That second group's got to have this draft. Yep, here comes the second group, closing quick. Yeah, they're going to have him here. We're catching some slow traffic ahead, though. Womack's getting tailed off, but he's just going to prove a stepping stone for the second pack. So they catch Rod Weston to put him another lap down. He kind of blocks Kevin there. Kevin has to let out of it. Finally gets to his inside. Mike's stuck on the high side. Going to have to work a little harder here. He's not finding a good way through here. Kevin now catching Mersdorf. Kevin clears him on the high side. Ooh, and that's broken. Created a breakaway off the front here. Three cars clear off the front. Everybody else struggling to get around this 54. Two of them have gotten clear, a few more coming behind them. Kevin having a good race. Can't wait for that to have just been jinxed. So Kevin up here, 3-car breakaway, 1-car lap down. We got the top two, Kevin and Mogard, clear of the field. can't imagine that they're getting away. They are not. A few cars getting tailed off the back of the field. Should be expecting to catch Ronaldo Scott, Tony Gunk, and Yari Rodriguez before too much longer. I would surmise is the word I was looking for. They're not getting away, but they're also not getting caught very quickly. That's the biggest loss they've had. That was about 2/10 that lap. Oh, Stephen Davis wants to go back to the second car in this group. That's not going to help the gap, I'm sure. Nope, almost 4/10 that lap. That second group's coming quick now. Kevin could have hoped to have maybe caught some more lap cars that were on pace to help him stay away, but does not seem to be a prayer that is getting answered. Second group gonna have the draft of them now as they go side by side for the second car in line here. I'm really not sure that that was worth it from Stephen Davis in the first place, much less from Mogard now. As we see Joe Mersdorf ahead, they're catching as the group comes together. Yeah, Kevin doesn't make a move on him here. He's going to wait. The whole group's going to stack up behind him, and Kevin will go to the inside, and Mogard's going to get shafted here. Kevin once again going to try to get a breakaway going. Don't know that's going to have much success this time. I think it's just going to string the lead group out, not break him away from it. I don't think that's created a meaningful break in the field, and here comes Dwight York looking for the lead. Dwight goes to the bottom. He's going to end Kevin's string of laps led there. Now the top four trying to break away from everybody else here. Right as they get ready to catch traffic. Here they come up on Rod. Dwight's going to take him to the bottom. And Troy's just ahead of this. Yep. Got a string of lap cars here. Dwight trying to leap away, but I don't think it's going to work here. And he's going to get stuck behind Troy. Gets the inside of the 63 machine. This may have shrunk the lead pack down, though. At least the number of lead lap cars in it as they catch 3 lap cars off the back of the field. Not sure if these guys are going to stay with the leaders or if they're going to go right on by them. We'll find out here over the next couple of laps whether this 659 and 85 will stay with the leaders or not. They don't really look like they have much chance of doing it the way they've meshed with this group, but we'll see. This at least gives Stephen Davis some cars to pass for position. Here comes Kevin creeping his way back into the picture. Farrell going for second. They're about to catch Mersdorf again. And the whole pack's going to check up here. He didn't have the confidence to go for the high side. Oh no, Kevin, you're gonna get... Oh no, Kevin's gonna get stuck behind the lap car. Kevin's lost the lead group here, although this group is pretty small. That might lend some assistance for him to get back into it. Somehow Stephen Davis keeps being in the right place just to kind of stalk the leader, but I don't know if he's going to actually get the opportunity to get back on the lead lap. If he does, he's got a good car, clearly. We got smoke down the back. Do we have a caution? No, no caution. Just smoke down the back. I wonder what that was from. Suppose we could try to find out. Any cars? Steven Spears in the pits. That might be the source of our smoke here. He's got damaged one side of that car. I don't... Ah, Spears was involved. Mersdorf in front of a group of cars, and he's... How did that not bring out a caution? How was that not a caution? That should have been a yellow. And how did Mersdorf keep going after that? What the hell? 27 got turned around. Like, this 54 went just, I guess before they could decide to throw the caution, he was pointed the right way, and the 27 was harmlessly out of the way. And we've got green flag pit stops happening now. weird sequence that was. See where everybody shakes out here. I think Dwight will likely still be our leader quite comfortably. Although it appears that Cheeseman and Mogart have not been in yet. There's Mogart exiting. York trying to get a draft off the 65 to see if Spears has speed left in that car. Maybe these two can try to break away. Well, he's not going to get a breakaway by going to the inside. And York is back into the lead. Mogard second. Diggs has been brought up through the field, and he's now drafting with Stephen Davis. They will probably run these guys down ahead of him. Yep, they're closing. Everybody's closing on the leader at the moment. But I think we're going to see a pack form up here at the front, and then these gaps might start to stabilize. Still only 2 cars out of the race. JT has caught them. Stephen Davis and Diggs have caught them as well. The groups behind are not forming up. Spears, I think, is going to get dropped by this group, though. Well, that was not the camera swap I was trying to do. Yep, Spears getting tailed off here. Got a 4-car breakaway at the front. One of them being a lap down. We've got Dwight York, Mulmer Diggs, and JT Armstrong with the help of lap car Stephen Davis, who has been trying to get his lap back all race. They are catching Rod Weston, who is multiple laps down. They're also catching Dave Daniels. And Stephen Davis is going to get shuffled here as they pass Daniels. Correction, pass Weston. Trying to stretch out away, trying to break the draft, and he may have succeeded. You see Fitzmaurice in the pits. That's off sequence. JT's been tailed out of this group as they form back into a 4-car pack now with York and Diggs on the lead lap, and the lap cars of Davis and Daniels. See if Daniels stays with this group. Now got 30 cars on the lead lap. Yeah, JT is losing time. And that second group is also losing time. Group has started to form behind, but it's not gotten very big. Let's go take a look and see. Yeah, we got a pack of 4 cars back here, and that's just not going to be enough, I think, to get up there. Kevin's got one with him, but this pack might do something when they start really forming up. Yep, that bigger pack, though, is also not gaining. Oh, Stephen Davis is going to try to get his lap back the hard way now. He's going to have it for all at 10 feet. As Diggs takes the lead, and they catch some cars that are real checked up here behind Mersdorf. That might be Stephen Davis finally losing touch with the leader here. Yep, Stephen Davis has lost the lead group. It's unfortunate because they just put these 3 more cars a lap down. goes back to the lead. Yeah, Stephen Davis might get back up here. Yeah, I think he's done it. Now, Diggs just got shafted behind a lap car. That's not going to be good. Great news for York. If Diggs gets stuck back there like it looks like he just did, that might make this very comfortable for Dwight York to just try to run it to the finish. There's a lot of opportunity for things to change. He needs to try to stretch this group out and pull them tight and get them clear of this 40. As they come around to catch the 7. York goes to the high side and he goes straight past him. But nobody else in the group seems to have gotten past it yet. That's probably going to draw Diggs back in. Yep, Diggs is on the back of this group again. And Ben White is ground to a stop on the backstretch. Looks like we're going to stay green. They're going to push him behind a hole in the wall. So that's another car that's run into trouble here today. Catching Mersdorf again. Whoa, that got sketchy. And it stayed sketchy. There is a pack starting to form back behind all this. Womack coming out of the pits. Yeah, seems to be about the right number of laps. We may be ready for another cycle of green flag pit stops. White has got that car moving again on track somewhere. John Cheeseman leading the second group that are trying to track down these leaders. Whoops. Cars coming out of the pits here. Expect the leaders in any time now. Second group is slowly closing in. Got some cars in the gap that might help them. I don't think they'll hinder them too badly anyway. So leaders catch Mike here. Still losing time, and here comes a hindrance, the 54 car. Man, I wish the sim would let you park cars. And the rest of Dwight's group's going to get really checked up behind him here. They all get past now, but this is not going to be a great lap for him. Yeah, pack behind is getting bigger and bigger. They are going to have to get around that 54 though. Smaller packs do have a better time getting around really slow lap cars, we've noticed over the years. And that pack is starting to get past the 54, but it has broken up their organization. Cost him half a second. Nearing in on halfway though, and still only 2 cars fully out of this race. Had 3 incidents, 2 that actually drew a caution. This cough has to come out. There it was, a little spit stuck in my throat. And Diggs going for the lead now. Second group not closing anymore. They may just need to get reorganized. Yeah, that pack got much smaller, so it hasn't reorganized. And the lead group's going to catch Rod here soon. all organization going from the second group as this group gets real checked up. They did close. But that second group's completely falling apart. And Daniels dives to the pits. They go side by side for the lead here. Second group's just 3 cars now, and I think York's coming this lap. Dwight comes in. Diggs stays out. A lot of cars. Callers to the pit lane here. And Diggs comes into the pits here. Here comes Diggs on his way out. And he's lost a bunch of time. Dwight's going to be in the lead quite handily. Dwight York now leads by 3 seconds. Not really a second pack yet to not even a first pack. Leader's out there all by himself. We got Kevin and Cheeseman here trying to form up with the lap car of Inkman and get up to Diggs and his pair of lap cars. Trio of lap cars make that. So Diggs has White, Stephen Davis, and Mike Carroll to work with up here. Kevin really wants to get onto the back of that group, because doing that will give him a chance to get back up to the leader, because I think these guys are going to start gaining on York. And Jack Painter has blown a motor. Painter in the pits, tons of smoke out of that machine. This is probably terminal. Day done, third retirement. And Kevin has gotten up to what is now the second pack. So Painter will be the third car out of the race. gap at the front starting to close in. Mersdorf comes out of the boot. We've got a crash on the back. Mersdorf has made contact with Stephen Davis. They both have kept going. No yellow. How was that not a massive collision? I mean, it was a massive collision. It should have been a huge crash. We're going to see if either of those cars come back to the pit lane here. The 54s was already way off song, but looks to be struggling even harder now. That might have been Stephen Davis's chances of salvaging this race gone. 54 is going to keep going. And the 45 has also continued, but that was scary. York's lead is slowly eroding. And actually that lap it climbed because this group has lost some of its strength they had with Stephen Davis. Kevin looks to be going for the second spot. And he's taken the spot. Yeah, group behind is not closing in because they've gone to the infighting stage. And the leader is catching 3 lap cars here. These are going to help him. Yeah, none of the additional groups in the top 10 are even gaining on the leaders, as the leaders have caught this group of 3. We've got Gene Stapleton, Tony Gunk, and Jackson Vatcher. Not a bad group to be with at all. We'll see if they keep any of these cars or if they just breeze by them like it looks like they've just done. Here we come catching Mersdorf. Nice and easy pass for him there. Here comes Daniels. They're going to catch a couple more lap cars. Right past Rod Weston. Vatcher's trying to stay with him. They've caught Drake, Stump, and Torgerson to put Torgerson another lap down. Scott Drake's going to lose a lap here. So York is pretty happy with the race as it's going. He's now all out by himself, pulling away from anybody that was behind him. As he comes up to catch Steven Spears. Spears was in an incident earlier and is trying to stay one lap down, but I don't think he's going to succeed here. This is going to be him going 2 down. Got 20 cars in the lead lap, counting Daniels just ahead of the leader. Next car for for them to catch is going to be Seb Alexander, who's had a pretty abysmal season. Has missed most of the races. Jack Painter still hasn't dropped behind all the cars that are out there. And the second group needs to just form up, because I think they could prove to be faster than what's basically a pair at the front of the field. Oh, look, there's Joe Mersdorf again. He's going to really throw a wrench at the leader here. And Stumpf has a problem. The 9 car onto the apron. And Dave Daniels has gotten away from the leader. It's going to prove to be a really bad lap for Dwight. Is he going to be able to get back up to Daniels, though? A 39 running, although we don't know the status of what's going on with the 9 car now. The 9 is sitting in the pit lane, and they are doing service on that car, so it appears it'll get going again, as York has caught Daniels once more. We're just having a hard time getting another group formed up, aren't we? Most of the field's pretty strung out. And we got a bit of a group trying to form back here. They just don't have enough cars. Kevin's got shuffled out of this last time they've lapped one of the real slow cars. It's the problem. Every time the leader gets real slowed up by the lap cars, so do the chasers. This pack's having a nice little scrap, which is not helping them get up to the lead at all, but it's at least interesting to watch. We'll have to see if they merge with the second group behind them. I don't know if they will, as we see the 48 is pitted. Honestly, I have this weird hunch that if we took the 7 and the 54 off the track, that we'd see a large pack form up and just run the leader down. They are gaining, but that may be more to do with traffic than what they're doing. Oh yeah, it's way more to do with traffic. The leader has gotten shafted in traffic. But now these guys are going to have to deal with the same slow 54 car here in a moment. Catching him down the front stretch is the worst place to catch him. And now they're going to get shafted too. So, we got under 2 seconds. It's not going to stay under 2 seconds here. But it is going to bring these two groups together potentially. Look at that, back up to 3 3/4. A bunch of these guys are not getting around that 54, which is just hurting them. Something fierce. The 7. Where's the leader up here? The leader's kind of... Problem is, this group that the leader was in is starting to hemorrhage a few cars here and there. And Rod Weston's gotten caught again. And he's just proved a roadblock for part of this group. Kevin's now drifted back to the back of the top 10 because he got shafted. And Shadle's coming in. To go. Gap's starting to come down. York's trying to do all of it himself here. And Daniels comes in. And this is where York might lose some time now. He's got no help out here, and a pack of cars behind that are somewhat organized. York's going to come in here. He was losing time. And he's not going to have to deal with the 54 here in the immediate near term, unlike the group he just bailed out from. So Ron Stout will lead. And York is coming out of the pits now. Cheeseman's going to take over the lead. Diggs out of the pits. Cheeseman is in. And Cheeseman is now heading back out. York will clear him quite handily. I think Dwight will continue to be the leader here, and didn't really lose Dave Daniels from the looks of it. As he comes up on the 7. Oop, didn't get that move done. That may actually be advantageous in the long term because it brings Daniels back to him. There is a big pack behind him forming up. Now he's going to catch the 54 right in the middle of the corner and get completely checked up. Daniels is going to get to his inside. Daniels is not working with him now. Oh, the leader is getting shafted. Weston comes to the pits, and we're going to have a big pack here. As long as they can all get around 54. Which a number of them will. So Dwight has seen his whole lead start to evaporate here. He's now got cars in his tow that he has to worry about. Here comes Bobby Farrell closing in behind him. So now we have 4 lead lap cars in the lead draft. And here comes Farrell. York has led for a while. Farrell doesn't take the move, so Diggs now is going to try to pass Farrell. And here comes Stout. They can't decide what they want to do. JT Armstrong trying to close in on this group. He's got the tow. Armstrong's caught this group now. Don't think the Cheeseman's got much chance of doing that, though. I must be a little curious to see what would happen at this point if a yellow were to come out. We've been green for a while. 39 cars running. 18 on the lead lap. And here comes Stout looking for the lead. Didn't get close enough. Problem, of course, would be if a yellow came out, we'd have a ton of lap cars up near the front of the field again. Not that we don't already have that. Hey, look at that. It's Rod Weston getting lapped again. Ooh. And Ben White's going to come to the pits. And Troy Torgerson's going to lose another lap. Oh look, the 54 car. Dwight's going to try to take this opportunity to maybe latch on with Reno and Nigel and try to break this group up. He's had a damn good car. I don't think he succeeded there. But we are now catching Moorhead and Womack to put them a lap down. And here we are. Farrell's getting tailed out of this group. Oops. Now this has formed into a big group here, but there's not a lot of lead lap cars in it. It's brought Farrell back in. And JT Armstrong's gone to the lead in all of this. I have a hunch when they catch Drake and Poulsen here that they're going to join this group. As Rodriguez comes in. Now, will this group stay together when they catch the 54, which they seem to be doing quite rapidly? That's a good question. Hey, look, there's the 54. They got very checked up as they caught him. They're 3 wide at the back of this group. Yeah, that's broken the group back up. Really love if we could get that 54 off the track. It's been in enough crashes you'd think it'd be done. So Poulsen just hanging on to the lead lap here. So we had a large group that had formed, and then it got broken up by one lap car. Amazing how that happens, but this group back here is trying to form into something. I just don't know if they're going to succeed in it. And if they do, whether they can catch this front group. As they catch Rod Weston again. Love to see this 54 just drop out of the race. He has 22 laps down. At least we got a nice battle for the lead going on now. Three-way battle for the lead. Bathroom and all sorts of stuff happened. I guess green flag pit stops or all sorts of stuff that had happened. And Geno Sphere down a lap. Actually, no, I think they just caught traffic funny. Oh, this stood up for a moment. They're closing back in on him. And we are closing in on lap 200 here. We are down to 13 cars on the lead lap. This is what an extended green flag run will do. Lap 200. They are about to catch the leader and get racy once again. And we've got the 73 coming into the pits. Alright, JT's gotten up here. We're going to see. Nobody can make it from here. That's the thing. They're trying to stretch it. Dwight's not going to be able to stretch it far enough, though. JT continues. They need to stretch it from here, though. They need to get like another 10 laps to have a real chance to make it. I don't know anybody's going to be able to do that. JT coming in. Cheeseman and Stout still going. As is Diggs. Farrell's still out here moving. See if any of these three come in here. I won't be surprised if all three of them do. Nope, just Diggs coming in here. Good chunk of the field now a lap down if something silly happens here. See, any takers to pit road this time by? Out of these two. Are they both going to come or are they both staying out? Both coming in. Cheeseman comes to the box. So it's going to be a splash of fuel almost certainly required for everybody to make it from here. And Stout's going to beat Cheeseman off of pit road. And we have a caution. Yellow out on the speedway. I don't know how this is going to cycle. And I don't know what the yellow's for either. Trying to find an obvious cause. Not seeing one. We're just going to find the pace car here and figure out where we're at. Pace car's in the middle of the back. Car's rocketing by him. Ron Stout scored as the leader. Okay, so let's figure out what has put us under caution for the third time in the middle of a cycle of green flag pit stops. I think everybody's going to come in here too. Oh, the yellow came out like right as we saw the pace car. The yellow was out. And we got a crash involving Gene Stapleton is what it was. Stapleton's going to merge up right into Womack. Into the fence he goes. And resumes. A little worse for the wear. Bunch of guys still getting caught up to this pace car. Pace cars in 3 and 4. I expect everybody's going to come in even if they can't quite make it from here. I would expect them all to top off. We'll see. No. Lot staying out. All right. All right. Well, let's break this down and reset here. Currently leading, Ron Stout, Dwight York second, JT Armstrong third, Jared Shadle in fourth, fifth, Mulliner Diggs, sixth is Rains, seventh, Tony Tonto Jr., eighth, John Cheeseman, ninth, Bobby Farrell, 10th, Jared Mogard, 11th, Adam Beresford, Kevin Corbett in 12th, 13th, first time I've said his name all day, Tommy Davis. That is all the lead lap cars. 13 cars will be on the lead lap when we get the restart. any lead lap cars pit at all? I don't think they did. They may be waiting for like the one to green to come in here though. I don't see anybody coming in here either. Alright, doubling up for the restart. There will be more cars on the inside than the outside. Looking to see if I see any absolutely destroyed cars on the bottom here before anybody that we need to care about. There's a few damaged cars on the inside, but the worst of them are actually out the back. It's really upsetting that we didn't wipe out the 54 or the 7 to get some of the really slow cars off the track. 39 cars running, 13 on the lead lap as we come around to get the green flag just outside of 40 to go. Pace car peels in. Green, green, green. Some of these lap cars are fighting hard to get laps back in case the yellow comes out in the immediate term. We've got a big pack again. It's not impossible to see another yellow here. A bunch of lap cars are getting their laps back for the immediate future. We'll see if any of them keep their lap back. Rain's coming to the front now. And Rains is going to go to the lead. Cheeseman's going to put it 3 wide. He's trying to get through these lap cars to get up to Rains to have a fight for it. And here comes Cheeseman looking for the lead. John Cheeseman will take the lead. This is getting exciting and a little bit hair-raising in the middle of the pack. And when we catch the 54, this is going to get ugly. I already know that. Reigns looking for the lead back. Davis coming to the front. First time we've seen him in the top 5 all day. Cheeseman wants the lead back. I still think we're going to have one more pit stop. That's the crazy thing. And Cheeseman's going to take the lead back. I hear the lap car coming. Here it is. Let's see how dumb this gets. Cheeseman gets through. Here comes the bottom line, all trying to filter past. It's going to completely break this pack up, I'm willing to bet. If you're in the top line here, I think you've just gotten eliminated from this race, unfortunately. Look at him getting 3 wide, trying to figure out a way past this. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Look at Reigns just going backwards. Reigns still hasn't been able to get to the bottom. Still not going to be able to get there. And Reigns finally clears this car. So that has greatly changed the complexion of the pack, shockingly enough. As Mogard goes for the lead. They're going to catch Rod West, who's probably going to do a similar thing to this group. Farrell is now going to be the leader. Ooh, and he's going to get a good break because the 7 just broke this pack up for him further. I'll have to see if the pack stays broken up, though. So at least give him a few laps to not have to look in his mirror too hard. Here comes Shadle, though. Yeah, not destroyed this pack like he would have hoped. Here comes JT now. Sure, we're going to catch the 54 long before these two packs would ever come back together, though. Yeah, there he is. That thing is just so far off the pace. I can't believe it's still running. And they didn't get through him. Oh boy. All stacked up. JT's going to get stuck on the high side here. Somebody really just needs to wreck this 54 once and for all. They are trying to have a crash here. And Shadle's getting the short end of this stick. They're going to catch Gene here, who's now off the pace, having been in that accident. And they can't figure out how they want to go around him either. Farrell's going to get stuck behind him here. Quickly closing on 20 to go. And Kevin's going to go to the lead again. I still suspect everybody has a pit stop left to give us. But I think at this point it's going to be a fuel-only stop, right? Most of the top 10 are at least in contact with this pack, which would mean most of the lead lap. But it's going to be catching these lap cars that decides who wins this race. It's my prediction. Although, if there's a pit stop yet, oh, that could really play in as well. Nope, Tonto's lost this group. So the top 8 are in this pack, and we're catching traffic again. Farrell is leading the group. And here comes the traffic. We've got Mersdorf and Drake that we're going to catch here. Drake got Mersdorf up off the bottom. And some of them got by him cleanly, but not all of them. And now Farrell's going to get stuck behind Drake. I don't think he's going to be able to pull away here in any of this. Mersdorf has kind of broken the pack up for the moment, though. We are running out of laps quickly here. I think they're going to catch Mersdorf one more time, though. We're catching Seb Alexander, too, who probably isn't going to be too much for a hurdle. He shouldn't be that far off Song. Amazingly, we still had 39 cars circulating the track. Kevin thought about having a look there. And we got cars coming out of the pits, so pit stops have started. This could get really interesting. I would worry about short pitting here in case another yellow comes out. Honestly, if a yellow comes out, you might be able to make it. Now, there's the 7. He's going to be a little bit of a stumbling block for this group. Not seeing too many more takers to pit road just yet. I'd almost say if you can find a way to make your stop and avoid having to pass the 54 again, that might be a race-winning move. We are seeing cars get kind of tailed out of this group. The group's getting a little bit more select with each passage of the lap cars. See Tommy Davis has fallen off the back of this group, as has Ron Stout. And we've got cars coming to pit road. And that almost caused a crash. Fight for the lead between Diggs and Farrell. Here comes the 54 right in front of him. It's going to be 10 to go at the line. Kevin, you should really pit here. I think Kevin might have actually pitted there. Farrell goes past. Nope, Kevin didn't pit. That would have been a great time to do it. Right before you catch the 54 so you don't have to deal with them. Would have been the best move of the race, and Kevin's going to get shafted here. Yep, there it went. I think we've just eliminated a good chunk of these guys from being able to win this race right there. Farrell's starting to get a big gap, but we're almost certainly going to see this car in the pit lane here shortly. Let's see, he's going to get stuck on the outside here. Kevin's still stuck behind the 54. Farrell finally gets the inside of Torgerson, and he's going to come to the pit lane. Diggs coming in. Cheeseman staying out. Kevin's in, I think. Cheeseman now your leader. Davis second. Kevin's in. Is Cheeseman coming this lap? No, but Tommy Davis is. This is going to get interesting. We're going to see how this all cycles out. Alright, Cheeseman. I think I saw him waving. I think he's coming. Here he comes. Cheeseman coming to the pit lane. Alright, this has got to be a splash and go. Alright, Cheeseman in. They are taking right side tires. And away he goes. Here comes Reigns. I don't know who the leader is. I think Reigns might be our leader here. We're going to have to just see how the scoring cycles here. I'm not sure who just took the lead. It's not Reigns. It's Armstrong. Armstrong leader. Okay. That makes more sense. Armstrong the leader. And he's trying to work the traffic here to get away. And he might have just done it. That might have been a race-winning pass on that 96 car. He's got to watch for the pressure coming behind. He goes to the outside of the 07, and he's going to sit behind the 63 for a moment. That pack behind might be coming with a head of steam here real quick. Cheeseman trying to close in. He's got to get around Torgerson. Goes to the inside of Torgerson as JT goes to the inside of Poulsen. Going to try to put a car between he and that pack that's coming for him. It's going to be 2 to go at the line here. Here comes Cheeseman. Cheeseman to the bumper of Poulsen. Mogard coming. Poulsen's going to go to the inside here, but Cheeseman's now to the high side. White flag. Armstrong's just got to hold it together for one more lap. Oh, Poulsen goes to his inside here. Cheeseman's not anywhere near where he needs to be to make a move here. Cheeseman can't even get to the bottom himself. Coming off of turn 4. JT Armstrong is going to win the longest Bonanza race of the season. Monty Armstrong is your winner. John Cheeseman second, Jared Mogard third, Mullimer Diggs fourth, fifth, Bobby Farrell sixth, Kevin Corbett. Then we've got Stout, Tommy Davis, Beresford, Tonto, Shadle, York, Rains, Polson, Daniels are all the lead lap cars. All right, well, we will talk about points at a later time. I'm running behind for an appointment. Points will be updated in due course, though. Thank you for joining us.